Currently, right now, we're in our colubrid production, and you guys might wonder what happens after hibernation. Well, it's been 3 months, hibernation is over, and we're starting to breed our colubrids. Hey guys, Brian from MBK Reptiles here. So I'm going to go through with you guys about the process of breeding our corn snakes. So the start after hibernation on what are the procedures and what is basically the structure that is going to start our breeding season. So first things first, the temperature comes right back up. Once the temperature comes back up, we start feeding the animals. Now it's very important that when you start feeding the first meals, their stomachs haven't been eating for over like 3 months. So we start with very small meals. So adult corn snakes, even king snakes and all, we feed them like very small hopper mice to start off. So we start them off. If ever they don't feed, then we try a live animal to make sure that they actually put some stuff into their stomach so that we start going on. Now we'll do that twice a week for about 3 weeks. Now, once 3 weeks comes up, then the animals have gained back the weight and they're ready for breeding, which is basically where we're at right now today. And so basically we put our males in with our females and we go on with that. Now, I'll show you guys just a few of our animals. So we have our females. We've already established which males are going to go with each females. As you can see, like the females we monitor the weight. We make sure that everything is looking good, that they're not too fat and they're not too small. We have our males. Now the males, they gain weight a lot faster, so we don't want them to be too fat. We just want them to be like lean and mean. So we want them to want a breed. Now at this point on, I gotta make sure that all the staff understand that all the male sheds, the males, when they shed, we want to keep the sheds because it's very crucial that it actually smells. So the females, the males, they basically, like, the females will like secrete like pheromones. Now the pheromones will stimulate the males to breed, but it's not everybody that is stimulated at the same time. So what we do is we try to keep the sheds from the males and we'll mix it up in some water, and then when we start breeding, basically we'll use like that water, like that dirty water with all the male sheds, and spray them. This will basically create a little bit of competitiveness between males. So when you spray them, it'll actually smell like another male, so that might stimulate extra males to be able to breed. Now it's very important to be able to try to get them to breed. So like when you're breeding females, the females will start developing their follicles, but we want to be able to see some copulations. So sometimes we have some lazier males, so we want to make sure that the males are not lazy, so we stimulate them. And usually competitiveness in nature is a basic instinct. Now we have like some other animals here we're just going to go through. These are a little bit of our smaller corn snakes, but they've already bred, so maybe 1 year. So this is just our whole process that we go. So we have a few of them here, and then we also have some other corn snakes that came out of hibernation, but they're a little bit on the small side. So we have here, I'm going to pull this one out. So this here is a palmetto salmon snow. Now we'll go like really slowly. So it looks like just a white snake, but you can see these little colored scales. I don't know if you can spot it. Are you able to get it, Erica? Yeah, so there's just a few of these little speckled scales that are on there that actually showcase that typical palmetto. But my main goal is that eventually I'm able to get like a white snake with some pink spots. Now this snake is just on the small side of being able to breed, but like, since I'm not too sure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the first clutch. So we're lucky because corn snakes, for example, give 2 clutches per year. Even sometimes they go up to 3. We try to limit it at 2. So this one, what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on feeding her during the first clutch. And once everybody starts breeding again for the second clutch, we'll probably try to breed her and try to be able to get 1 clutch out of her. But we want to make sure that we have like a good quality female so that she doesn't lose weight to go from there. So that's basically a little bit of what's going on here at MBK in our colubrids section. We have like a lot of work going on because the males, we put males with 2 females, and we'll switch them daily. So we try to breed them probably every 5 days. So that means if you're used to a 9 to 5 job, well, this job is not for you, because this is a 7-day job at this point, because you're going to be breeding the males. Like you'll breed a male with your female number 1, for example, on the Monday. On the Thursday, you'll breed with female number 2, and probably on the Saturday, Sunday, you'll probably have to breed again the males, and then go on and on and on. So it's never the same dates. It changes all the time. On top of that, you have to make sure that you keep feeding. We try to keep feeding like the females twice a week right now, until they stop, like that they don't want to eat that much more, because they're going to gain all the weight. Now this feeding part is super important, because that's going to tell you how many follicles they're going to be like committing to when it's going to come to breeding. So your clutch sizes are going to depend on the amount of feeding that you do. So guys, I hope that this information, like with a little video like this, is actually that people are going to be able to use how we're doing it towards your breeding. It's very different if you have a smaller collection or a big collection. There's good things and some bad things. We might get on to some of those details that maybe on some future videos. So if you like videos like this, make sure you comment down below. If you have any questions, let us know below. We can hit some little videos to try to explain all these little questions that you guys might have. And until then, good breeding season to everyone. Good luck, and I can't wait to show you guys what we're going to be producing this year. Until then, no stress.